What's going on, guys? T-Mart here, and the second teaser Snapchat for COD 2015 just went live. Check it out.
Let your thoughts drift. Let the bad memories fade. Let peace be upon you.
Alrighty, so this is pretty exciting. This one has a lot more to it than the first one did. So I wanted to go through, break it down for you guys, show you guys frame by frame exactly what I saw, and hopefully we can work together to try to figure out what's going on here. So first and foremost, from the top, what we've heard them say out of both these snaps so far is listen only to the sound of my voice, let your thoughts drift, let the bad memories fade, let peace be upon you. So it sounds like there's some sort of mind game going on here. I can't tell if it's like maybe a counselor helping out with post-traumatic stress disorder or something like that, or it could be that there's a prisoner of war and they're trying to get information out of him. They're trying to, kind of like hypnotize him, put in this comatose state or whatever, and trying to get him to tell them and give them information they want, which is another possibility there. So I kind of think that's what's going on. There's actually an image at the end of the snap that further proves that. Now, if we go through, there's a lot of flashing images in this thing. So we're going to go through frame by frame and check out exactly what's going on. So the first thing we have here, it looks like there's some sort of peaceful lake. Then we see a little girl. So I'm wondering if this is this guy's daughter, he's thinking back to the past and those peaceful moments when he was out at the lake with his daughter, with his family, enjoying things before everything got crazy. And you guys can see here, the skies are kind of starting to turn red, and it's, that kind of signifies, bad stuff's going to happen. Now, next up, very quickly, it does flash to the forest that we saw in yesterday's snap, so that's pretty important there. Then it flashes back to kind of, peaceful serenity. There's a sunset over the mountains and stuff like that. There's wild grass and super nice. And then the dark clouds roll in, okay? Then a match burns, which again, flame, fire, badness. And then this is where things start to get really interesting. So right here at the end, the last 2 seconds are the craziest part of the whole thing. So right here, this looks like it's some sort of scan of a body. That looks like it's somebody's midsection, their spine. You can kind of see their hip bones down towards the bottom. So maybe this guy was hurt. Next up, we see this thing right here. So I asked on Twitter, and a lot of people replied to me, this is a Sikorsky UH-60 Blackhawk chopper. Blackhawk choppers that we, are used to, know and love, that we see a lot in military movies and stuff like that. This is a utility helicopter that was first introduced in 1979, and it's actually still in service today. Mainly used by the U.S. Army, but you can find it all over the world. Japan Self-Defense Forces, Colombian Armed Forces, Turkish Armed Forces. A lot of people use this thing. It's just kind of a good helicopter. So that's kind of interesting. Now, next up, we see this image right here, which looks like it's again kind of like a scanned image, but it almost looks like this is somebody's head, like his brain or something like that. But we'll get more in a second. Now, this image comes up, and you can see kind of the first human soldier thing that's going on. Well, a lot of people first assume that this meant that it was going to be Vietnam era. It does kind of look Vietnam-y right there, but I don't think that's the case because, again, that Sikorsky UH-60 Blackhawk chopper wasn't introduced till 1979. Vietnam ended in 1975, so I don't think that's the case. And on top of all that, you have to remember, right at the beginning of this, the voice over it is saying, let the bad memories pass. So this right here is memory. So I think this right here is not the setting we're going to be taking place in. This is this guy's memory of wars of the past. So we're going to be more in the future than this. At least that's what I'm thinking so far. Now, next up, this image flashes really, really quickly. It's for half a frame. But this, you guys can see, it looks like it's some sort of industrial, kind of room. It's got those, kind of grated lights up top and stuff like that. And that's what makes me think that this guy is getting interrogated. That's what makes me think they're trying to hypnotize him, get kind of information and stuff out of him, because that's what that looks like to me. He's in one of those, little torture chamber things. And I don't know. That's just the vibe I got from that. Now, next up right here, this is another scanned image, kind of like a CAT scan of the brain. So again, like I said a couple images ago, I think, something's wrong with him. He's been getting, tested, and maybe this is part of their ways to try to get information out of him. They're trying to, pump drugs into his system and stuff like that. I'm not sure. And then finally, the last one we have is again another image of the soldiers, which I don't think is Vietnam era. So yeah, that's what we got going on. He's being hypnotized either by a counselor to be able to help him, or by the enemies to be able to get information out of him. And he's kind of, they're trying to get him to not remember the bad memories and kind of remember his good memories. So he has these bad memories of this war that's going on that looks like it's sometime between like 1980 and 2010. You know, there's something in there because that's when the Blackhawk's been used. So yeah, there you guys have it. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. If there's anything else you guys picked up on or any other information you guys have, feel free to leave it down in the comments. You guys have really been a big help so far, and let's keep working at it, baby. Let's figure out what's going on. Thanks for watching, guys. Peace out.